Sam, Sam, wake up!
What?
Wake up!
Hold on.
We're recording an episode.
What do you mean?
We're recording. Wait a minute. We're not even in the studio.
Wait, but there was so much that happens. Like,
I know.
like
Wait a
first it was
second.
Corona. Now
Where's the
we're in
film
lock.
strip? The film strip's not even on the screen anymore. What's
Man.
happening?
This is so weird. Well, you know what? The only thing we can do is just say,
What's up? What's happening? What's going on, guys? And welcome back to another episode of the Fish and Chips Movie Reviews. I'm Matt Fischioni.
and I'm Sam Chips Cohen.
And welcome back to the one and the only talk show where we talk, review, and recommend movies. Guys, Sam is back at Deed News Network after a year's worth of absence. He is back. So let's give him a round of applause of welcoming.
Muchas gracias, mi amigos. Bien, encanta España es muy bonito.
Say what?
Say what?
Say what?
Say what?
Say
Say
what?
what?
Say what? Johnny!
Okay, that's my Spanish.
Okay.
So
Sam, how's it feel to be back?
So for anyone who did not know, I was in Spain. I was in Sevilla, Spain for an entire year. So hopefully, if I get to, I would love to continue to speak Spanish. Vamos.
Yes.
In la, I don't actually know. I have to look up what a review is in Spanish. I actually didn't get to that part.
Yeah, but what you call chips. It's good to have you back on the show. But unfortunately, guys, there is a time where we have to be serious. And, you know, as you can see, we are not in the studio. We are in quarantine in our own homes because obviously we're all taking classes online for the fall semester. So hopefully in the spring, we can return here and deliver movie reviews in person for you guys. But also, it's hard for us to even watch movies considering the fact that both of us are from New York and the movie theaters are not even open yet. So our only option is we have to watch movies on video on demand. And Chips, I don't know about you, but you know, it's pretty heartbreaking.
It's really hard to believe it.
Yeah.
There was so much movies that were probably going to be planned. But we have seen some movies come out that have done good, done bad, and have been financially great, but reviews on it were terrible. I'm talking about Mulan.
But during this terrible time, we actually, for any DC fans out there, we got a little treat called DC Fandom, and there were so many reveals, so many guests that were on there that honestly blew us all away. Even Marvel fans, people who are obsessed with the Marvel fans, it makes them look jealous. But I will say that the one thing that made me really excited for the future is the new Batman movie with Robert Pattinson.
Haven't a clue. Let's play a game, just me and you. Any of this mean anything to you?
When I saw the trailer to that movie, I was instantly in love with what Matt Reeves had to offer. And, we never knew that Robert Pattinson would be a perfect Batman, considering a lot of people talk so much trash about him for being in the Twilight movies. But after seeing the trailer, I feel like this might be one of the best interpretations of Batman that we have gotten since probably, I would say, Christian Bale in The Dark Knight.
You know what? I wouldn't say. I'm excited. I'm excited and intrigued to see how I think they're going to do with this new Batman movie. Because ever since Bale, we've gotten, let's just say, Ben Affleck as Batman, which isn't
Batflecked.
bad. Which isn't bad, but it isn't. If I will say, it isn't the worst Batman we've gotten. I mean, we could talk about George Clooney as Batman.
Hi, Freeze. I'm Batman.
So it's part of it to kind of think like how we think this is going to go. And I'm intrigued to see how Robert Pattinson does because, like you, I remember him from Twilight and that one movie he was in Harry Potter.
And one particular scene that really got to me was during the beat up scene between him and one of the goons with the makeup on. And Sam, I don't know if you saw it, and I'm not sure if any of you guys saw it, but you know what? Instead of me explaining it, here's a clip of it.
The hell are you supposed to be? I'm vengeance.
And I was like, damn, this guy can go. He's showing a side of him that we've never even seen before, because Batman is so used to like honoring a code of, you know, when to know what his limits is. In this movie, he's trying to find those limits, but then every time he messes up, he just goes completely crazy. So I'm excited to see this new side of Batman that I'm sure most Batman fans, including myself, have been wanting to see for a very, very long time. And I'm going to say that this movie is going to be a killer to watch in 2020.
You're part of this too. How am I part of it? You'll see.
Let's go to Chips, because since he has been absent for so long, I feel like it's only fair for him to review the movie or show that he wants to review today on our first episode.
So I'm gonna be breaking the rules. I mean, I've seen you do this as well with talking about The Mandalorian. So I'm gonna kind of break the rules and talk about a show that I was watching when I was in Spain. So there's a show in Spain that is called La Casa de Papel, or in the US it's called Money Heist. And so this show is basically about a bunch of people who end up robbing the Royal Mint of Spain, which is I believe the National Reserve of Spain. And so to really put out this show is all in Spanish. It is based in Spain, in Madrid, and you can get this in subtitles. But if you want to get it in dub, you can, but I would tell you, please don't. It is not very good. And what I really like about this show is that it doesn't really take on the whole thing of the good guys are the police, or the people, or like the bad guys are the robbers. The robbers may have some troubling past of what they have done or what they have stolen, but they are actually the good guys because of what they're doing. They're not stealing this for themselves. They're more of really giving this money back to the people in kind of like a, how can we say a Robin Hood kind of philosophy. The police actually go, you know what? They got a point. And that's the fun part, because I'd say the main detective, the female detective, actually falls in love with one of the characters from it called El Profesor, and which is my favorite character.
Os necesitamos. El Estado nos ha declarado la guerra. Una guerra sucia. Y hemos decidido plantar cara.
I have to say, it's a show I would think many people should watch. And if you're a person who really liked seeing Parasite back in 2019?
It was last year.
Last year, I would definitely recommend you giving this show a watch. It's out on Netflix. Season 5 will come out in some point. It just finished season 4. And overall, I love this show. I give this show a 9 out of 10.
But with that, guys, we are all out of time. We know that this has been a really rough year, but we are just glad to be back where we belong in D News Network. And like I said before, hopefully we can return in person to review more movies and shows for you guys. In that case, I'm Matt.
And I'm Sam.
and join us for our next episode of the
Fish and Chips movie reviews.
Pour Nairobi! I'm Fish.
And I'm Chips.
Oh, wow, that's not it. Wow. No, too long. Oh my God, what is wrong with me?
I think what's going on is that you're thinking about like fishing films.
Oh my God.
Oh my God.